Mouse and Mole Secret Valentine. Book by Wong Herbert Yee. Valentine cards. Mouse traced a heart on the frosted window pane. Valentine's Day is coming, she squeaked. Just thinking about it warmed Mouse from ear to tail. I'd better make a list of our friends, she sighed. Mole is below, waiting to make valentines. Mouse nibbled the end of her pencil. Let me think. There's brown rabbit, white rabbit, and squirrel, she wrote. Skunk, porcupine, and turtle too. Mouse twirled her tail. It seems I'm forgetting someone. Silly me, she giggled. I left out my best friend. Mouse added Mole to the list. She drew a heart next to his name. Mouse got a funny feeling inside, like butterflies in her stomach. Downstairs, Mole was getting ready to make valentines. Mole rubbed his snout. Let me see. We will need paper and pencils, scissors and glue. Mole laid everything out on the table. Valentine's Day is about love, he sighed. Mole felt his face flush. He was thinking about his neighbor upstairs, Mouse. Mole got a funny feeling inside, like butterflies in his stomach. A knock on the door made Mole jump. Come in, Mouse, he said. I have been waiting. Mouse stepped into Mole's hole. Are you feeling okay? She asked. You look a bit flushed. Mole's cheeks turned redder still. I was busy fetching stuff to make valentines, he explained. So, what's the plan? Mouse wondered. Mole took a piece of pink paper and folded it in half. He drew a curvy line in pencil. That looks like my tail, giggled Mouse. Do not be silly, chuckled Mole. He cut along the line with scissors. Presto! Mole unfolded the paper. Why, it's a heart, Mouse exclaimed. You are too clever, Mole. Mole laid the pink sheet on a red one. Pencil the message here, he said. Mole cut out more heart shapes. Mouse thought of things to say. She nibbled the end of her pencil. On one card, Mouse wrote, Be mine. On another she put, Too cool. How many do we need? Mole asked. Mouse peeked at her list. 6 will do. A half dozen it is, agreed Mole. Mouse squinted at the red paper. These pencil lines are hard to read. Mole handed Mouse a tube of glue. Trace them over with this, Mouse. I will be right back. Mole returned with a jar of silver glitter. He sprinkled it all over the red sheet. Mole tipped the paper up. and gave it a tap, tap, tap. The glitter that didn't stick to the letters slid off. Mouse clapped her paws in delight. You are not only clever, Mole, but artistic as well. Mole blushed a Valentine red. Special delivery. Mole found a card under his door. It was a Valentine from Mouse. To Mole, my BFF. Best friend forever, Mouse. Mole got that feeling inside again, like butterflies in his stomach. He hid the card in the drawer. Mole knocked on Mouse's door. Hello, Mole, said Mouse. Hello, Mouse, said Mole. Ready to deliver our Valentines? I am ready and waiting, said Mouse. Let's start with Turtle. Together, they took the path to the pond. Brrr! Mole shivered. I forgot my hat. You go ahead, Mouse. I will catch up. When Mole hurried back down the path, he saw his friend hiding behind a fir tree. Hey, Mouse, he called. Quiet, she shushed. Turtle is just leaving now. Together they waited and waited. Mole peeked from behind the trunk. The coast is clear, he waved. Mouse slid the card under Turtle's door. Rabbit's place is next, she said. After that, they visited Skunk and then Porcupine. There was only one Valentine left. Mole gazed up the trunk of the elm. Squirrel is nuts to live up there, he gasped. Mouse handed Mole the last card. Your turn, she gulped. Mole looked at Mouse. Mouse looked at Mole. Mailbox, Mole pointed. Mailbox, Mouse nodded. Together they headed back to the oak. Mole went down in his hole. Shall we meet later for lunch? Mouse went up to her house. Lunch later, she agreed. Mouse found a card under her door. I am nuts about you. She got that feeling inside again, like butterflies in her stomach. Mole saw Mouse coming down the street. Mouse had a goofy grin on her face. Bump! She walked smack into a lamppost. Mouse, are you okay? Mole cried. Mouse felt her face flush. I was thinking about what to order, she explained. Really, Mouse was daydreaming about her secret Valentine. The diner was packed. Luckily, there was an empty booth in the back. Mouse shivered. I need something hot. She ordered cheddar cheese soup. Mole had worms as usual. Oops, I forgot to say lightly fried. Mole went to remind the cook. Mouse read the poster above Mole's seat. Valentine's Day Party. Take a chance. Ask your sweetie to the dance. The waiter returned with their orders. Mole dug into his bowl of worms. Mouse sipped her soup. I wonder if Mole noticed the poster. The waiter came back with another dish. He set it in front of Mouse. Someone is hungry, munched Mole. Mouse stared at the block of cheese. It was cut in the shape of a heart. There was a message carved on top. Be my Cinderella, from your mozzarella. Mouse blushed a Valentine red. She looked around the diner. My secret Valentine is clever, thought Mouse. Mole was too busy eating to notice. Secret missions. Mouse was going on a secret mission. She planned to find out who her secret Valentine was. She checked the card for clues. Mouse twirled her tail. Nuts! Squirrel is crazy for nuts. Perhaps he is nuts about me. Down the steps, Mouse crept. Mole was on a secret mission too. He waited until Mouse left. Up the steps he crept. Mole took the back way into town. When no one was looking, he slipped into the sweet shop. Boxes of candy filled the rack. Mole rubbed his snout. He picked out a heart-shaped box. Mole set it on the counter. Sweets for your sweet? Asked the cashier with a wink. Mole felt his face flush. Rang the register. He grabbed the box of chocolates and hurried outside. Mole dug into the flower shop next door. Inside were all kinds of flowers in a rainbow of colors. Mole tapped his foot. Red, I should think. Roses are my favorite too, whispered the clerk in his ear. Mole nearly knocked a pot off the shelf. 6 will do, he stammered. The clerk nodded. A half dozen it is. Rang the register. Back to the oak, Mole scurried. Yikes! Mole dove behind a bush. Mouse was up ahead, spying on Porcupine. Perhaps Porcupine is stuck on me. Mouse giggled to herself. Mole waited until the coast was clear. He dumped the candy on the table. Mole picked a flower from the bunch and set it aside. He pulled the petals of the others, one by one. She loves me not. Soon there was only one petal left. Mole plucked it off the stem. She loves me, he sighed. Mole got a funny feeling inside, like butterflies in his stomach. He wrote a message inside the box. Sweets for my sweet. Meet me at 4 on the dance floor. Your secret Valentine. Mole covered it with rose petals and put the chocolates on top. Sweets for my sweet, he chuckled. Mouse trudged back to the oak. She had not discovered her secret Valentine. Squirrel is nuts about chipmunk, muttered Mouse to herself, and Porcupine is stuck on hedgehog. Skunk was not sweet on her either. Mouse spotted the box on her stoop. Eek, she squeaked. My secret Valentine has struck again. The dance. Mouse sniffed the rose petals. How lovely, she sighed. Mouse popped a chocolate into her mouth. My secret Valentine is not only clever, she munched, but artistic too. Mouse did not find a card inside. She had hoped for an invitation to the dance by now. Today's the party, murmured Mouse. Perhaps Mole didn't see the poster. But what about my secret Valentine? Mouse paced to and fro. Every time she passed the box of candy, she ate another. He loves me, munched Mouse. He loves me not. Soon there was only one chocolate left. Mouse gobbled it up. He loves me, she declared. Mouse tipped the box up, looking for more. The petals slid down onto the table. Mouse saw the message on the bottom. Sweets for my sweet. Meet me at 4 on the dance floor. Your secret Valentine. Mouse glanced at the clock. Mercy me, she squeaked. It's nearly 4 now. Mouse rummaged through her closet. Red, I should think. Quickly, she pulled on the dress. The Valentine's party was in full swing. The jug band played a snappy tune. Everyone was dancing with a partner. Everyone but Mole, that is. He sat on the bench by himself. Mole glanced at the clock. It was already past 4. Ratty rat rat, he muttered. Mole rubbed his snout. Perhaps Mouse does not like dancing? He plucked a petal of the rose, the one he had saved for Mouse. She loves me. Mole plucked another. She loves me not. Whoosh! A sudden gust of wind blew the petals from his paw. Mouse yanked the door shut. She checked her coat and hat. I hope I'm not too late, she huffed. Mole noticed a commotion in the room. Someone was crossing the dance floor. The jug band stopped playing. The crowd parted to make way. Plop! Mole toppled right off the bench. Mole spotted Mouse. Mouse spotted Mole. Mouse twirled her tail. My secret Valentine is clever, she thought. Mouse tapped her foot. My secret Valentine is artistic too. Suddenly, Mouse pictured acorns. Nuts, she squeaked. Mole is crazy about acorns. Mouse dashed across the room. Why, my secret Valentine is you, she cried. Mole's cheeks turned rose red. He handed Mouse the flower. Two of its petals were missing. Happy Valentine's Day, murmured Mole. Mouse got a funny feeling inside, like butterflies in her stomach. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Mouse blushed. Mole chuckled. I was beginning to think you did not like to dance. Do not be silly, Mouse giggled. She took Mole's left paw in her right. Mole took Mouse's right paw in his left. Together, they stepped out onto the dance floor. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel.